So what if meaning hides somewhere everyone says there's none? Not in answers, not in success, not even in happiness, but in quiet spaces where the world fails to explain itself. Most of us feel lost not because life is hard, but mainly because no one has taught us why all of this is for. And the more we go searching for meaning, the more we get is silence. And that strange, unsettling gap, that gap has a name, and that's called absurd. So there's a moment, you felt it, I felt it too. You wake up, you do everything you're supposed to do, and suddenly you get this strange feeling. While you study, you work, you improve yourself, you plan, and this singular moment happens where you get this thought, why am I doing all this? What's the purpose of all this? And that strange hit realization that the world doesn't owe you an explanation is the moment. You get no explanations. When you go searching for meaning, the world doesn't give you instruction manuals. It's just silence. And actually, I've realized it recently that how quiet the world actually is. Not peaceful, but just indifferent. It just does not care. It started with something small, as small as a text message to my dearest friend. I rewrote it again and again to make it sound right, trying to make it sound understandable, trying to control how it was received. But I stopped suddenly because I got that strange feeling again that no version of the message could guarantee meaning. No version of the message guaranteed understanding. And that is when I realized I had to stop texting and just go to sleep. And the very next day when I woke up, nothing resolved, nothing explained itself. Yet, the world kept on going. And the next day, I had a clock which was always off time. It does not go in a proper minutes and hours, and it was just not broken, but the timing was completely off. And that was the time I realized the life was not syncing the way I thought it would. And I could fix the clock or I could keep living. But I decided to ignore it altogether. And time didn't start making sense, but I did. I did start making sense. Philosophers like Albert Camus, they did not say life is meaningless, but they actually told something more uncomfortable. They told that it is a tension between our deep human need to actually understand every meaning of life and the world which does not give any answers. Nothing. No cruelty, nothing. Just silence. And that silence actually becomes unbearable because to us life is always taught to make sense, and what if life does not make sense? So Camus called this the rebellion. Not rebellion against the world, not rebellion against the society, not rebellion against the rules, but rebellion against despair. To live fully without pretending that the world makes sense. To live, to love, to build, to create without saying that it is guaranteed to matter forever. And you do it just because you choose it anyways. And that's not optimism, that is courage. The courage to choose things which you want without having an end meaning or a guaranteed matter of forever. And it is like saying, I feel the silence, but I would live anyway without lying to myself. And that is not weakness, that is strength. So where does meaning exist if the universe doesn't give it to us? Maybe meaning is not a destination. Maybe it's a response to small things. In caring for things without any reward. In choosing to stay even while things get difficult. In staying curious without being numb to things. In choosing kindness and love and compassion towards fellow human beings. Maybe those are the small responses which will give you the meaning, the meaningful life. You know, it does not solve anything in the universe, which is actually the biggest puzzle, but it actually makes living a bit bearable, something even beautiful, and that's the ultimate goal, maybe, to live a beautiful life. So the strange feeling is not that life is absurd, but the strange feeling is the realization that the world does not owe you an explanation, and yet you stay, you choose, and you live your life beautifully. So maybe meaning is not something we find, maybe it's something we live quietly, imperfectly, and honestly. And meaning is something which makes you live and which makes you choose to stay no matter what, to live this beautiful life. And maybe that choice, when chosen again and again, that's all enough. So if this resonated with you, and if you too felt that singular moment, you're not alone in this, because I felt that too, and you're welcome to stay.